Hey guys, Dan2, back with more Shadow of the Colossus. Today I am slightly more awake. I don't know what happened to me last episode. Maybe it's just the peaceful nature of Phalanx that just mellowed me out. But today I am at least slightly better. Considering this is like a single episode after Phalanx. Like a minute. I just, I'm pulling myself together a little bit. Anyway, our general direction is that way. I will cut to when I get to an area. There we go. Yep. Ugh. I'm gonna start it up right here because these pillars are what we're looking for. We're gonna head straight in through here and follow the pillars straight on home. Now, if you've been paying attention in previous episodes, specifically for Colossus 11 and 8, you might have an idea of what this guy is, and you're probably right. Because this is probably the only Colossus, aside from, Valus's design, the Minotaurs, that's really reused. Yeah, you could say other designs are slightly reused, but at the same time, they're at least, they take on a different role. This is really the only one that's, almost pinpoint reused. And I get confused here because I thought that I followed it around the edge. I thought there were more statues out around the edge, and then I realized, oh wait, there's pillars this way. So, I'm kind of stupid. So, yep, you are supposed to go for the cave. The pillars go this way. Now, Phalanx was the last fight we are going to have Agro with us, so we can say goodbye to our horsey for a while. And I think he threw us off there. I'm not certain. Anyway, this body of water will certainly separate us. Underwater. Swimming. Yay. And I'm running into a rock. I have to say, before we reach this next area with this boss, this is probably my favorite... Probably one of my favorite areas in the game. Just in terms of design. It feels like you're in a... It feels and is supposed to feel like you're in like a ruined city. And it looks, and it really does give that feel to it. It's very big. Probably not as big as I would have liked it. It's a little bit small, but at the same time, it's one of the biggest, just architectural areas in the game, and it looks really cool, in my opinion. And let's take a look. And beauty. Oddly enough, it looks like, if anyone's seen the last Guardian trailer, the next game that Team Ico is making, it kind of looks like part of that trailer too. Thinking, they kind of reuse designs a lot, but that's all fun and good. Anyway, we're gonna want to go through this little archway here and climb up these things. Climb on the things to get to the things. And when we walk up here, we meet our Colossus. Cenobia or something like that. Very similar to Cenobia. Actually, I don't know if that's his name. Yeah, that's his name, Cenobia. It's very close to Colossus. In the same regard, we have almost the exact same boss strategy here. We have to break his armor. Unfortunately, there's no fire here, and there's no cliff to run him off. So we're going to have to get a little bit more creative. Luckily, I know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to straight up Assassin's Creed this, and hope you guys can follow along. Our real objective is these pillars. We're going to want him to ram into them. Unfortunately, he's going to have to ram into them twice. And he's actually kind of intelligent. He will only hit them once. Unprovoked, that is. Otherwise, he'll just kind of, what's it called? Circle around it. But if we hit him with an arrow, we can get him to go again. And unfortunately, I fall on the wrong side here. Luckily, I get very lucky, though, in that the fall flips me on top. You're going to want to ride the top most of the time. You can tell which way they're facing by just looking in the direction of where the next closest thing is. So, i.e. right here, we're going to want to jump onto that one. And whoa, 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 whoa. Got a little bit sloppy there. And if you can look, there's another pillar directly in front of us. That means that this thing is most likely going to fall in that direction. However, I think I pull off a trick jump here that I've never been able to do before, so, you know, I accomplished something new here. And now I just taunt him a little bit. And thank God he took a long time to actually hit it. I think here's where I realized, yeah, I can do it. No. Oh no, it's the next one, I think. I'd do my trick jump. I knew I only got it off once, and there's really only 2 times you can do it, and that's this one and the one I was on. Because otherwise, you're basically just gonna throw yourself to your death with the trick jump. That trick jump, it's a pseudo launch actually. I've seen a ridiculous launch with this guy. But the trick jump is a pseudo launch as well. And that is, if you time this right, you can use it to launch onto the next one. Not as impressive as the ones I've seen. The ones I've seen is, you know, you go onto the side and then you jump up and you springboard off the top, which is really cool if you could pull it off. But, you know, I did it a little bit more conservatively, and it will definitely save you time. But aside from those two, it's actually a hindrance most of the time, because all the other ones you're going to be going onto those square platforms, and, you know, you kind of want to just walk onto them instead of, you know, trying to angle your jumps right. Oh, get on, get on, get on, get on. Yeah, basically the idea here is don't touch the ground. The ground is made of lava. The floor is lava, don't touch it. Because if you do, that guy's going to come up and eat you. Well, not eat you, but kill you. It is there is a lion in here. Get on a pillar because we do not have a car. Just remember that. If a lion is chasing you, get on a pillar. Although that probably would work. I don't think they can climb. They aren't, like, leopards, so... You have to be a high enough pillar, of course. Come on, big boy. Yeah, with the previous, with number 11, you could argue whether it's a bull or a tiger. I think here it's very obvious this is a lion. Just his design is very lionish. Oddly enough, the tips and tricks guide referred to him as a boar, which is strange because there's actually an unused boar Colossus. There's not much to be said about it, mainly because I don't have a lot of information on it, but it looks like a boar, basically. It actually looks a lot like the boar things from Twilight Princess that you ride in the desert area. But yeah, it kind of looks like probably just a beta version of these two guys. Which is ironic because if you look at the concept art for this guy, it's almost, you know, point for point what he is right now. And here you're actually going to want to drop a bit because cutscene time, you're going to get sent through the wall. So you're going to want to drop a bit so you don't get hit by the falling debris. Now you're going to want to run your ass off here because this is the part, the floor is not lava, the floor may still be lava, but you're going to have to run across it. Now, what we got to do here is get him to hit us. Once again, this is going to take 2 hits. Whoa. This plus block is our key to victory. Actually, I don't know if it takes 2 hits. No, it only takes 1. What am I saying? Now, something most people don't think of is to actually get off the block. and run back so we don't fall down with everything else. Delicious tea. But, yep. Very bad graphical pop there, but really, how else were you going to do that? But now with his armor off, we can go over here, and I can cheese the hell out of this boss. This is one of the few bosses you can very easily cheese. This is not a speed run, this is exploiting the game. Because, as you can tell there, when he hits a pillar, he gets stunned. So what I'm going to be doing here is running back and forth to the pillar, stunning him, climbing on, stabbing, rinse, and repeat. Cheese for everyone! No, wait. Cheese for no one. We could still have a party without cheese, right? All the cheese, all the time. So yeah, this boss, I'm glad they put this in, actually. This had to have been an intentional choice. And the way I have him is he has to stop on those blocks. So he actually gives me quite a bit of leeway to actually survive and get onto the pillar again. So I positioned him perfectly, basically. Because if we watch him here, he's going to run forward, get to the blocks, have to pause, go around him, and then hit himself. So yeah, it gives me a lot of free time. Now this stun doesn't last very long, but it's enough for you to get on and stab. And trust me, you're going to want to do this. This is a very good thing to do. This will work even if his armor is on, but he just has to hit a fallen pillar. Of course, with his armor on, it really doesn't accomplish much other than waste your time. Here, very useful. So yeah, fairly aggressive boss made almost completely worthless. Come on, big boy. There we go. Oh god, I fell the wrong way. Back on. That was actually a really good jump that time. Come on. Show me what you got. My voice is going bad. So yeah, so much cheese we could drown a boat. But yeah, I'm glad they did this because, you know, this fight was very hard, and, you know, you gotta throw us a bone at some point. Being able to do this is just, you know, they know they had to give us at least something to be ridiculous about, and, you know, they picked a pretty good one, I think. That was a bad jump, by the way. I think I positioned myself here so he actually hits me straight on. So, yep, he doesn't hit the blocks that time. So the position I was in was actually really perfect. Hey, he wasn't there. Oh god, I got squished. Farewell, kitty. And I will see you guys next time. Run away! Goodbye. Bleh.